So data validation, this is actually one of my favorites. Mabilisan lang po tayo. So data validation, let's say for example, we want to put a number from 1 to 10. Okay? Mabilis na lang po. Data. Let's go to data validation. And we're gonna put whole number from 1 to 10. Talagay nyo lang po dyan. Initially, ito po siya. Any value. Okay? 1 to 10. Whole number. Between 1 to 10. And then okay. So, if you're gonna put 1 or 2, acceptable po siya. Pero pag nilagay tayo ng beyond dun sa data natin, ayan, i-error na po niya. Okay? Later on, pag-aaralan po natin kung paano ilalagay yung mga restrictions. Okay, so data validation, let's say for example, you want to put a yes or no. Okay? Yes or no, na hindi mo na kailangan mag-refer to a cell range. Kunyari, yes or no lang naman. Pwede mo siya magawa sa data validation. So, let's say data, yan, go to any value, list. So, yes, source, yes or no. So, ang gagawin lang natin is, yung drop down natin, item natin is separated lang siya ng comma. So, yes, comma, no. Okay? And then, when you press this, data validation, ayaw niya. So, tingnan natin siya sa kabila. So, yan. Ewan ko po, for some reason, nagkakaroon ng problema yung isang workbook ko. Pero, ang ginagawa niya is, kapag ka naglagay ka dito ng data validation list, yes or no, yan, okay, yes, no. That's it. Ganun lang kadali siya. So, hindi tayo nag-refer sa ibang cell range, but naglagay lang tayo dun sa ating source natin. Okay, so here, meron tayong range. Let's say, yan. So, let's say, ito yung gusto nating maging laman ng ating drop-down. Okay, so we're gonna refer to this age 13 to 15. So again, just go to data validation, and then any value, list, and then go to source, and then click, select the range, and then click OK. Yan po. So now we can see na meron tayong drop down, apple, banana, and orange. But naglagay tayo ng mango. Okay? So nagkaroon tayo ng error uli. So, mamaya tuturuan ko kayo kung paano palitan yan para mas convenient po ang ating end user natin. Alright? So, data validation, cascading lookup. So, let's say ito. So, again, meron po tayong video tutorial regarding this. So, ano po yung cascading lookup? So, meron tayong data here na sinasabi, dalawang drop-down list yung gusto natin mangyari. So, let's say sa first drop-down natin, ang gusto natin is ma-identify po niya kung letters o numbers. And then, kapag, let's say, na-select natin dito is letters, ang magiging drop-down list po natin for the second one is ABC lang. Pag numbers naman dito, ganun din, magiging 1, 2, 3. So, yun yung tinatawag na cascading lookup or dependent lookup. Okay? So, gawin po natin. Okay? So, remember, naalala nyo po yung pag-name ng range. Okay? We're gonna apply that here. So, here, sa letters, okay, let's put this name as letters. And then again, para ma-validate siya, press enter. For the numbers, ganun din. Numbers. And then press enter. Okay, so here, Again, kung natatandaan nyo kung paano gumawa ng drop-down list, punta tayo sa data, data validation, and then select any value to list, source, select this one. This 2 pala. And then press OK. So, ngayon, magkakaroon ka ng letters or numbers. Right? Pero, paano magbabago yun dito sa second lookup natin? Okay? That's the time na magkakaroon tayo ng extra formula para ma-apply natin yun. Okay? So, go to the cell that you want to apply the second, the cascading lookup. Data validation, and then list equals indirect to this one. So, sa indirect siguro mapag-usapan natin siya sa formula, okay? So, tingnan natin. Okay, so anong nangyari dyan is nagkaroon ako ng drop down na letters ABC. Again, kung magsaselect ako dito ng numbers, ang mangyayari dito is nagpapalit siya ng selection. Ayan, nagiging 1, 2, 3. Again, select ako ng letters, and then nagpapalit siya ng letters. Alright, so input message. Okay, so for the input message, let's say for example, ito, gusto natin magkaroon ng parang konting information about that. So, pwede natin gawin, again, just go to data validation, and then meron tayong input message here. Okay, so let's say, ang title natin is, title, how to apply input message. Okay? And then, okay. So, mapapansin nyo, pag nandun ka sa specific cell na yon, let's say here, B48, where we apply the input message, you will be prompted or merong message na lalabas to say that this is what you need to do in the cell or just an information about the cell. So, madalas, yan ang ginagamit ko about dun sa mga ibang data natin para to inform yung ibang users natin na ito yung cell na yun para sa inyo. So again, just go to data validation, and then input message and just put in there. Okay, so with regard to the data validation error alert, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Let's say, apply natin yung, yan. Okay, so let's say for example here. Okay, so let's say for example here, ang data validation natin is magkakaroon siya ng list kunyari 1, 2, 3. Okay? So pag naglagay ka na selection ng 1, 2, 3, okay, yung kailangan ma-satisfy niya yung condition na nakaset dyan. So let's say nilagay mo 4. Okay? And by default, meron siya nakalagay na error value na sabi niya, this value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. And there's no way for you to enter the formula kasi nakalagay dito is retry, cancel, and then may X dito. Meaning, naka-stop siya. I-stop niya agad automatically yung ano mo. Okay, the things that pwede mo siyang baguhin. Again, data validation. Pag pumunta ka sa pinaka-last na cell, remember na ito yung ating criteria, 1 to 3. You go to the error alert, ito yung style na nakaset siya by default, stop. And then, try natin palitan. Error. Please choose from the drop down. Okay? Press OK. And then that's it. So, walang problem pag naglagay tayo ng, pag nasiset niya yung, namimit niya yung criteria, 1, 2, 3. Pag hindi na, enter. So, nakalagay dyan is error. Ito yung title na sinet natin. And then, please choose from the drop-down list. Okay, papalitan natin siya. Again, data validation. And then, what if kung papalitan natin siya ng warning? Ano kaya magiging itsura niya? Ito, magiging icon niya. And then, press OK. And then, let's try again. 1, 2, nasa-set pa rin nami-meet pa rin niya yung criteria. Pag sinet na nating 4, enter, ang mangyayari dyan is meron siyang warning sign. Pero this time, ang kaibahan kasi nito is meron na tayong yes. Okay? So, meron na tayong yes button dito. So, if you click yes, tinanggap na niya. So, yan ang major difference ng stop and then yung isa yung information. Kasi, it will accept yung number na or yung data na nilalagay mo kapag ka-clinic mo na yung yes. Again, kung pupunta kayo sa aking playlist, nandun po yung error alert. Pwede nyo makita, pwede nyo ma-review, pwede nyo mapanood po ulit. Okay, again, data validation. We change that to information. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I-error na niya. So, you only have 2 selections. That's okay, and then cancel. So, you press okay, you'll accept. Pag cancel, no. Yun po siya.